let's jump into the makeup. I normally would tie my hair back, but I don't feel like being bothered right now. So just whatever you could do to get your hair off your face. So today I'm going to start with CoverGirl D2 Sun Beige. What I do is, this is a little too dark for me, so I take whatever I'm using. Can you see like how the oils in that are running? This is exactly why I put it on my hand first. Next, what I do is I take some of the concealer and I put that in there just to lighten the foundation up a little bit. Can you see? Just like that. And then I take my hand and rub it together. And then I make sure it's all rubbed in. And then whatever's left on my finger, I just smear on my face. Now I take my foundation brush. This is the 113 from BH Cosmetics. And just, you know, kind of vigorously massage it into my face. A vigorous massage. But that just sounded so funny. Alright. And so now, really all I'm doing is vigorously, I'm adding a little pressure. Obviously, like, don't press your head, but like, I'm adding a little pressure just to push it into my skin and really like work the product in. I'm making sure I coated my entire face. I'm gonna put a little under my chin because, you know, like, I want to make sure everything looks fluid, like it's all blended together. See, and this is just how I use it all. Like, I don't want my face to be flawless and like one color, and then you look at my neck and you're like, ooh, girl. Okay, like I said, the next step I do is the concealer. Take my little pointed brush. This is the 115 from BH Cosmetics. Put a little dot here, and then I just work it. I'm going to take from the top first. I watched a video talking about contouring today and how Kim Kardashian has ruined it, and how the way everyone contours their face for the most part is wrong, because like, we all have different bone structure. I can't contour my face like Kim Kardashian because that's not my sister. Like, we don't look nothing alike. So like, everybody's following her trend and like, people are looking crazy, and I was like, oh, this guy's being dramatic. And then I was looking around my school, I was like, shoot, like, some of these people, they look a little bewildered. They need some help. But I see y'all making it. But like, we all have to, like, one thing I will say about makeup is it's definitely a learning thing. It's like trial and error, because there are going to be days where you look crazy. Like, you look straight up crazy. Nobody does their makeup perfect from the jump. It's like, you learn what looks good, what doesn't. You know what I mean? So now I'm going to take some powdered foundation, again, the 113. I put it all over my face, but where I'm going to really focus it is my forehead and down my nose, because that's where I really want it to. The whole point in putting this foundation on, or the whole point of putting the powder foundation on, is to set your face. Like, you want to make sure it's there to absorb any oil that it might need to. Alright, now I'm just going to take a little for my chin. And the powder I just used was that Mary Kay powder. It is just their powder foundation in the shade Bronze 1. Now, what I would love to do, I need to get more, is put some of this Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder. I use it in light medium, and I would just go over if there was any, like, literally, like, hit pan is an understatement. This is straight up gone. Like, if there's anything in here, I use my products to last a little bit. If there was anything in here, I would just pack it under my eyes. Just like to individually set my highlight as opposed to like how I set my whole face. For me, that helps it to not crease. Like, if you look at people's faces who contour their face closely, sometimes it'll look like under their eyes are cracking off their face, and that's what I'm talking about here. It'll help this to not happen. I'm showing you how I do my makeup. For me, somebody who's been wearing makeup for years and years, I'm not recommending that you at 14, you know what I mean, start wearing all this makeup. This is what I do to my face, and it works for me. So, just making sure we're all on the same page here. Here is bronzer combo I do. Here's the angled brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 114. And I mean, I take like about one swipe from the dark one. The Kim Kardashian one, it's like up here. No, that's not your face. That's hers. My cheekbone is huge. The way you can find your cheekbones is by going and just kind of following that, like that little curve. Right, and then like this side as opposed to this side. The reason people contour is to give their face dimension and like levels. Like, you know what I mean? Foundation makes your face look very flat and matte. Like, the reason people contour is to show like the dimensions of their face and like highlight the bones. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, the dark part is to make your face sink in. Oh man. Can you see when I get closer what I'm talking about? Like, see how this cheek looks like less, like this one looks more chubby and this one looks more like there's dimension to it. Like, contouring is really, I think, to make yourself look older and like make your face look more thin. I have a very round, childish face, so that's why I do it, to make myself look like I'm an actual adult. I look like a fetus. Alright, so this is my face with foundation, highlight, and contour. So next, this is where I put my blush on. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. Oh, first of all, the brush I'm using is the BH Cosmetics 117. If you are a white person who is naturally, like, very kind of red already, I would recommend using, like, a bronze-based a bronze-based blush as opposed to like a red, cherry, berry, like anything like that, because you're already naturally red. So putting red blush, like anything extremely bright on your face, is gonna make you look like that much more red. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've experimented and you know what I mean. You need to kind of go for something else. You know, try out a couple things. The great thing about stores is they will take it back. So if you try a blush, you bring it home and you try it, don't keep it if you don't like it. That's one of my New Year's resolutions this year. I used to keep makeup. Like, even if I bought it and didn't like it, like back when I had money to spend, like, I would just keep it. If you buy a product and you don't like it, why are you keeping it? Like, why are you hoarding products? I know. I used to be a goo hoarder. I used to. You just kind of gotta let it go. This is not all of my makeup. I have some of it on the floor, but this is a lot of my makeup, and that's all I need. You're not Jaclyn Hill. You're not somebody who paid to do makeup all day and sent half the makeup for free. Don't waste your money. If you are spending your money on it, don't keep things you don't need. That money can go to something else. That money can go towards your gas tank. Like, why sit there and keep it just to have, like, just a container of something you're not going to use? Alright, I need to get my eyebrows done, so, like, don't judge me. I'm really, like, I'm going through it. Let me live. And, like, I'm not saying that. I just had to say that to myself. That's what made me start returning stuff. Because I literally had, like, I want to say, like, $100. So I had all this unused makeup that I have no intentions in using, and I just returned it all, and you get your money back. And imagine if I had that $100 now. I would go buy some tacos and a margarita. Ooh, and some guacamole. I would go to Plaza Azteca and have a margarita and some curbside, tableside, whatever side guacamole. That stuff is good. You should only be allowed to have so much of it. I'm like, can you come back? Can you come back? Make me more guac. Make me more. Make it for me. Alright, so, like, I just need you to not judge my eyebrow. Now is when I would do my eyeliner. This is the same eyeliner I showed you, the Wet n Wild H2O proof. I always get black, blackest black, whatever the darkest shade of eyeliner they have is, that's what I go for. This is the Maybelline New York, the Mega Plush Volume Express. And this, again, like my eyeliner, is in the blackest black they sell. If they sold black like your soul, I would get it. Like, just whatever the blackest black they have is always what I get. But I have no eyelashes, so I just, like, kind of am doing my mascara so that, like, my falsies blend better. I love when it's the biggest compliment when people compliment my eyebrows. Obviously that hasn't happened in a while, but like when people tell me that they like, oh my gosh, your eyelashes are so gorgeous, like, oh my goodness, thanks, they came in a box. Next, what I do is contour my nose. What I do to contour it is I point my nose down as far as I can. Like, I'm literally taking my nose and trying to point at the floor. I know, it's like the weirdest face anyone's ever made. I think we found a thumbnail. And I basically take that really dark color and then I take a lighter color to blend it out a little bit. Point down. Alright, first what I'm gonna do is put glue on my eyelashes just because it takes a while to get like tacky, like the perfect consistency to put on. So what I do is I start out with like a normal band of eyelashes, but my eyes are super small, like that's huge. So I cut the ends off and then taper it, which you'll see. Alright, so I'm cutting it about here. And then what I mean by taper is your eyelashes aren't as long here as they are here. So what I'm going to do is cut the end that I want it to start at a little bit. So it just looks a little more natural to me. Can you see that? And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eyelash. And now I'm going to glue it. The glue I use is Duo eyelash adhesive in the dark tone. I prefer dark tone because it dries black, so if you mess up, it just looks like eyeliner. So I do like a nice thick little line. I'm gonna line my lips. Lining your lips, it just like helps the lipstick to not end up all over your face. Oh, I'm just wearing this like dark purple kind of tone. Just like a very fall, like wintry, dark lip. Very dramatic. I like it a lot. Especially because like my top's kind of bland. I'm wearing black leggings, riding boots, and a blazer. So I just think this pop of color on my lips, especially since this shirt's very neutral, it's gonna be nice. I'm thinking about doing a video on these. I really like them. They are by Wet n Wild. They're super cheap, like $1 or $2, and I think they're great. Like, I really personally like them. I think they're very useful. Now I'm just blowing my eyelash because it's taking a long time to dry for some reason. But no, that's how I feel. This eyelash taking forever, butch. But yeah, so, what had happened was, yeah, that is not supposed to look like that. There's a chunk of glue in there that I will have to take my mirror and get with some tweezers. Yeah. But, I mean, if I turn my head like this, you can't even see. But, yeah, I'll get that before I get outside. I'm just, like, gonna put the other eyelash on and show you the final look.